Okay, introduce yourself, Manan.
Good evening, ma'am. I am Manal Sheikh. Today I am going to present a heart disease prediction system using logistic regression.
Hmm.
Logistic regression is a supervised machine learning algorithm used to used on classification
Hmm.
data. So the aim of my project is to predict whether a person has heart disease or not
Hmm.
on a 13 medical parameters such as age, sex, cholesterol, ECG, etc. So I'll start it.
Okay, share your screen.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my screen is visible to you.
Yes.
Okay, the first step is importing the libraries. So all the necessary libraries I've imported: pandas and numpy for data cleaning and manipulation,
Hmm.
matplotlib and seaborn for data visualization, logistic regression for training the data
Hmm.
to creating the model, and all those other libraries are for checking the accuracies, precisions, recall, etc. And even warnings are imported just to ignore unnecessary warnings.
Okay.
So firstly I have loaded the hard.csv file and
Hmm.
using pandas, and I have converted into data frame to clearly understand whatever are the columns.
Okay.
Nextly I have performed EDA, that is exploratory data analysis. In
Hmm.
exploratory data analysis is used to examine.
Dear.
Do I have and display function to display the statistical information, what is the mean, mod, etc.
Okay.
So after in EDA part only, we have to check the missing values, whether our data set has null values or some missing values. So isNull function is used to check the missing values. So I
Hmm.
do not have any of the missing values. And I've
Okay.
also checked whether the data set has any duplicate values in the duplicated function.
Hmm.
And if I found it, so I have used drop underscore duplicates function to delete that duplicate row.
Okay.
Nextly, the target variable distribution. So it is very important to know the what target do we have. So target variable we can say is the output variable that will predict whether the person has a heart disease or not.
Hmm.
I have worked here on numerical features. Whichever columns were in numerical type or integer type, I have distributed them,
Hmm.
and then I have showed it using the show function in, the, in graph
Okay.
format.
Okay.
Now here comes the main part. I have distributed two training data and testing data.
Hmm.
Access access input features, whatever are features I'm going to use to predict my final output, and y is the target variable, that is the dependent variable. I have used train test split function, so 20% data is testing data and 80% data is split into two
Hmm.
halves. And stratify is used to divide all the data in common ways.
Okay.
Now all the numerical features will have different ranges, so we have to bring it on the same scale to calculate the output. So I have used standard scalar function to bring all the features to the same scale, and have applied it firstly on the training data so that to prevent data leakage, and then used on both the data, testing data as well as training data.
Training. Hmm.
And now the main stage, creating the model. using logistic regression function, I have created the model,
Hmm.
and I have performed hyperparameter tuning using grid search CV function, and here
Hmm.
I have used fivefold cross validation to find the best of best value. So this will give us the best output, and it will train the model in the best way.
Okay.
Now, after finding the best value, we have to obviously evaluate the model. So, for evaluating the model, I have used accuracy, precision, recall, F1, and AUC score. In
Hmm.
accuracy, we'll get the correctness of the prediction. In precision, we'll get the positive correctness of positive predictions. In
Hmm.
recall, the actual positive values will be displayed, and F1 balances the precision and recall.
Hmm.
AUC score will use to evaluate the model in the best way.
Okay.
Here all the summary is being displayed of it. Now for visualizing it, I have used two approaches. First is confusion matrix. So
Hmm.
confusion matrix is used here to show the correct and incorrect predictions. It will
Hmm.
give true positive, true negative, false positive, and false negative values. Secondly, I have used ROC AUC curve. So this will take many of the values at different thresholds and will calculate the best parameter value.
Hmm.
If the higher AUC value, the best is the model. And finally, I have saved the model that using the pickle library
Hmm.
dot pickle, the scalar model, and the model I have trained. And this model, this entire file can be loaded into the Flask web application, so
Hmm.
that we don't have to train model again and again, and we can directly access and we can directly find out whether a person has a heart disease or not using
Hmm.
Flask application only.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice, Mani.
Thank you, ma'am.